Understand the limitations of solar energy. The first is, it says solar energy is a dilute source of energy. Here the word dilute stands for the large amount of energy is needed to produce small amount of useful work. Moving to the next part is, even in hottest tropical region, solar energy per unit area per second is less than 1000 watt. Moving to the next point, we require a large collecting surface to gain or gather the solar energy. Now, the problem of availability. Next is, it's only available during daytime, varies with time, morning and evening it's minimum, and afternoon it's maximum. Varies with season, like rainy season or winter season, it's comparatively less in comparison of summer season. And local weather conditions also plays an important role, like cloud cover, wind, etc. Now, installation cost is also very high. Moving to the next one is solar cooker, and it is basically of two types. The first one is box type and second one is spherical type. Let's see of them one by one. This is the box type and this is the spherical type. Now, let's see how exactly they are different from each other. First one, it doesn't concentrate solar energy at a point, whereas spherical type does, and that point is subjected to be called focus. Moving to the next point, it creates a temperature of 100 to 140 degree Celsius, whereas take a guess, what about spherical type? Does it gathers more energy or less energy? The answer is more energy, and a temperature of 200 degrees Celsius can be produced. Moving to the next point, it's used for cooking only those food materials which requires slow heating, whereas the another one, it can be used for those food material which requires a strong heating. Moving to the next point, it can't be used for baking or frying purpose, whereas the spherical type can be used for baking or frying purpose. Moving to the next one, solar cooker. This is the construction of solar cooker. What we do is we draw like this. This is the construction part. What we end up drawing, this is an insulated box. Moving to the next one, this is a reflecting surface, what we call as mirror. Next is the refracting surface or a transparent surface, and at the end we have cooking pot. Let's check were we right or not. Here the first one, as we can see, is insulated box. The second one is mirror. Next is the transparent glass cover, and at the end we have the cooking pot. Okay, moving to the next one. So solar cooker, let's see all the parts one by one. The first is insulated box. Next is the transparent cover or the glass cover. Next, what we have is the reflecting surface or mirror, and what we have further is sun. Now, sun's rays strikes on the reflecting surface, it undergoes reflection, further it passes from air to glass, it undergoes refraction, and then we keep the cooking pot where it gains heat energy and the food can be cooked. Now, let's understand these steps in details one by one. The first one, as we discussed earlier, light incident on mirror and undergoes reflection. The next one, light refracts through the glass sheet as it travels from one optical medium, that is air, to another optical medium, that is glass. Moving to the next one, this is the most important topic, students, or most important point. The first is, it says when light passes from one optical medium to another, there is a change in wavelength, and because of this change in wavelength, it is not been allowed to escape back into the surrounding, and which is responsible for the greenhouse effect or the heating effect. And as a result, what happens? The temperature increases from 100 to 140 degree Celsius in 2 to 4 hours. And the food can be cooked. Now, box type solar cooker. So, in exam, you will be asked about the parts, their characteristics and functions. Let's see one by one. Here, the first is box, made up of insulating material. what it does? It doesn't allow the heat to escape back due to conduction. Moving to the next point, it is thick. Why it's thick? Because the heat retaining capacity increases. Moving to the next one is the inner surface. It's been painted black. Why? Because it absorbs 98% of incident heat radiation. Moving to the next point is cover, and it's made up of glass. As we have already discussed it earlier, light undergoes refraction. The wavelength of the refracted ray changes, and as a result, it doesn't allow the heat to escape back into the surrounding. Moving to the next device, what we call is solar cell, and we also call it photovoltaic cell. The word photo stands for light and voltaic stands for it's a unit of electric potential. What it does, it converts the solar energy into electrical energy. What it is consists of? It is consists of material like silicon or germanium. Now moving to the next point is this is how a solar cell looks like. Further, it's easily available and eco-friendly. Next, if we take an area of approximately 4 centimeters square, it creates a potential difference of roughly 0.4 to 0.5 volts and generates a current of magnitude 6 into 10 raised to minus 2 ampere, or we can also say 60 milliampere. Moving to the next one, the question is, can one solar cell fulfill the energy demand? The answer is no. What we require a large number of solar cells, and what we call it solar panels. Moving to the next one, its application. So let's see it one by one. The first one, TV relay stations or satellite. This is how it looks like. Moving to the next point is traffic signals, which we come across probably every day in our life. As we can see, a solar panel is being installed just above the traffic signal. Moving to the next point is calculators and toys. We must have played in our childhood days with the same. And solar lamp. We can see there is a solar panel which is connected to solar lamp. Normally what happens during day, the solar energy gets converted into electrical energy and it's further connected to battery where the electrical energy gets converted into chemical energy, and during night or whenever it's been required, the chemical energy stored in battery is being converted into electrical energy and it's being used for several devices. Moving to the next one, it's been used to light up rural areas as we can see on screen. And now we have come to the end section of Exam Expert Corner, and for this module the important question right now coming is, state the limitations of solar energy. The next one, which part of solar cooker is being responsible for the greenhouse effect, which we have already discussed it earlier. Thank you.